वन्दे गुरुपदद्वन्द्वम् अपाङ्मनसगोचरं रक्तशुक्लप्रभामिश्रमतर्क्यं त्रैपुरम् अहः कुण्डलिकुमारिकुटिले चण्डिचराचरसवित्रिचामुण्डे गुणिनिगुहारिणि गुह्ये गुरुमूर्ते त्वान्नमामि कामाक्षि गुरुमूर्ते त्वान्नमामि कामाक्षि गुरुमूर्ते त्वान्नमामि कामाक्षि अस्मत्श्रीगुरुदिव्यचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रावस्तं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतः आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सेदसादनं श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वन्दे गजेन्द्रवदनं वामाङ्कारूढवल्लभाशिष्टं कुङ्कुमपरागशोणं कुवलैनीचारकोरकापीडं नमो गणपतये तुभ्यं नमो योगस्वरूपिणे योगिभ्यो योगदात्रे च शान्तियोगात्मने नमः। सिद्धिबुद्धिपते तुभ्यं पञ्चचित्तप्रधारक नानाविहारशीलाय गणेशाय नमो नमः। सिद्धिदात्रे नमस्तुभ्यं नाना ऐश्वर्यप्रदायने मोहहन्त्रे मोहकर्त्रे हेरम्बाय नमो नमः। स्वानन्दवासिने तुभ्यं संयोगाभेदधारिणे नानामायाविहाराय विघ्नेशाय नमो नमः। सांख्याय ब्रह्मनिष्ठाय बोधहीनाय धीमते परादुत्थानरूपाय विदेहाय नमो नमः। बोधाय सर्वरूपाय देहदेहीमयाय च स्वत उत्थानरूपाय प्रकृतिप्रलयाय ते सांहकाराय देवाय जगदीशाय ते नमः। महते बिन्दुरूपाय जगद्रूपाय ते नमः। नादात्मकगुणेशाय नानावेशप्रधारिणे ब्रह्मणे सृष्टिकर्त्रे ते पितामह नमोऽस्तु ते। श्री सिद्धलक्ष्मी सहित वल्लभा महागणाधिपति परब्रह्मदेवताभ्यो नमः। नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः। प्रमथपतये नमस्तेऽस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्नविनाशने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः। हरिः ओम। By the grace of Shri Mahaganapati, we have started the series of Shri Mahaganapati Sahasranama Stotra Bhashya. In the topic of Shri Ganapati Sahasranama, we had already completed an episode of Introduction to Shri Ganapati Sahasranama Stotra in the previous Bhashya video. Then next, coming to the other video of today, we are continuing this series of Shri Ganapati Sahasranama Stotram. So, in the previous video, we have learnt about the Shri Bhaskara Raya's contribution towards the Sahasranama Stotra and how Shri Mahaganapati blessed Shri Bhaskara Raya to give this beautiful Bhashya as in the name of Kadhyota Bhashyam. So today let us dive into the Phalashriti of Shri Ganesha Sahasranama Stotra, which was given by Shri Mahaganapati in the Ganesha Purana of Upasana Khanda. So first of all, who is Ganapati? If we raise a question, Gananam Patihi Ganapatihi, if one says this answer, so what is Gana? If again it comes to a question, then Ga refers to the Shabda of Parabrahma Vachaka, where Ganapati is the Brahmanaspati, where he is the Pati for all the Divya Ganas who carries all the Parabrahma Chaitanya in any of the form. Gana that Shabda refers for the Parabrahma Chaitanya which is present in all the Swarupas of all the Devatas. So for that Parabrahma Chaitanya, who is Pati, who is the Pati for all the Chaitanya, is Sri Mahaganapati. Along with Sri Siddhalakshmi, he is the Vallabha Mahaganapati. That means if anybody does an upasana or they are the bhakta of any of the devata, so the anubhuti they get or the experience they get by the doing the upasana or archana or anything of this or the sadhana of that deity or the devata, this fellow will get an great experience that aham devi nachanyosmi. So he gets an ananda in himself which will be equal to the ananda of that state of Parabrahma Chaitanya. So in that Chaitanyam, whatever the in the Parabrahma Chaitanya, whatever the tattva is present, so such type of grace will be experienced by the upasaka who does the upasana of any of the devata. So that Chaitanya which is present in oneself, who is realizing all this in one own self, is his Swa Anandam. That is his Ananda, where he is realizing all these Devata Tattva and he is getting deep into the knowledge of that Devata and staying in such a state where this the Upasana Devata and the Upasaka are not are different. That means here the Dehi and the Deha. So Dehi, Deha, the one who is present in this Deha is that Dehi, who is that Atma. So and the Deha which is carrying the Atma Chaitanya is this Deha. So one is Prakriti and one is Purusha. So this Prakriti Purusha Atita Swarupa is the Nirguna Parabrahma Chaitanya. So for that Nirguna Parabrahma Chaitanya, if one does the upasana of that Devata, then he gets a state where this Devata's Ananda and his stage of Japa or the Anushtanam is the same level. So he gets a thought or he gets a stage at where the both the Devata and the Atma Chaitanya is the same. That type of anubhuti is given by the Ganapati. That is the loka of Sri Mahaganapati, which is said to be the Swananda loka. So Ganapati stays in the Swa Ananda loka. Let us say if you call it a Vaikuntha, then it is also a Vaikuntha. If you say it Kailasha, it is also the Kailasha. If you say it is the Skandaloka, then it is also the Skandaloka. If you say it is the Manidvipam, it is also the Manidvipam. So whatever the loka you take, it is present in the Atma itself. So that Chaitanya is represented by Sri Mahaganapati by doing the upasana of Sri Mahaganapati or any of the Devata. So if you want to do the worship or the upasana of any of the Devatas, we need to get the anugraha of Sri Mahaganapati such that one is very much in front to do the Devata Supasana. So here that's what the Narada Maharshi also states in the Mudgala Purana, that Gakara Shabda itself refers for the Parabrahma Chaitanya which is present in all the Parabrahma Ganas which are present. So that itself is the Parabrahma Vachaka, and Nakara is the Dehi Deha Samyogam. So that the Deha and the Dehe is the Samyoga. So by doing the Samyogam of this Dehi and the Deha and the Prakriti Purusha, we will realize a state at where the Atma Chaitanya is beyond it, such that that Swarupa is the Parabrahma Chaitanya, that is none other than Sri Mahaganapati or the Vallabha Mahaganapati or the whatever the deity you call. You may replace that with Mahatripura Sundari or any of the Devata which we do the Upasana or the any of the Upasya Devatas. So why one has to do the Archana or why one has to do the worship of Sri Mahaganapati. If you raise a question once again, so is Ganapati is only the putra of Sri Lord Shiva or Parvati? If you ask me a question once more, so the answer is Mahaganapati or the Ganapati is not only the putra of Sri Parvati Parameshwara, he is also the Nirguna Nirakara Parabrahma Chaitanya who is present before the Parvati Parameshwara's Kalyana also. So then how it is possible? So in the Mudgala Purana there is a brief information regarding this topic, where it states the Mudgala Purana states that, which is also a beautiful message is given by Maudgalya Maharshi in this Mudgala Mahapurana. So where in that Mudgala Purana it states that whenever Parvati Parameshwara got divided by the Sindhurasura, one of the Asura, he has the power on the Shakti such that Shakti was unable to reach out to Lord Shiva. That means he got all over the control on all the Shaktis and even on the Parvati also. Then Parvati Devi had done the tapas of Sri Mahaganapati, and she had done the upasana of Sri Mahaganapati, and she informed all her troubles to Sri Mahaganapati, and Ganapati had taken a swarupa of a small Vatuka, and he went to this Sindhurasura and he stated that this is not the right way what you are doing, so please try to leave the Shakti and let the Shiva Shakti be equal, and this Shiva Shakti, whenever the Shiva is present along with the Shakti, or the Shakti is present along with the Shiva, then only the Loka Kalyana will be there. So whenever you divide in this such a way, this is not the good thing to do. So this is a Amangala, this confines to the Amangala Karyas. So please leave the Shakti to the Lord Shiva. So in this way Ganapati explains to Sindhurasura, and such Sindhurasura, however, he doesn't listen. Any of the Asuras we check in the Puranas or anywhere, so these Asura Pravritti, whenever it is present, we can't listen to the Satyavachakas or the good things which were explained by the other persons. Even in our lives also we were unable to listen to the words of the gurus, or the words given by our rishis in such a time where our period is not good. If our period is not good, no, we were unable to we won't even listen the words of our rishis also. So in such a way this Asura also didn't listen the words of Sri Mahaganapati. However, Mahaganapati had done the samhara of this Sindhurasura, and such that he done the Aikya of Sri Shiva and Shakti, and such that both of them got very much happy, and Lord Shiva and also Parvati asked to Ganapati that let him be the putra of Sri Parvati and Parameshwara, because of he is coming in the swarupa of Amsa, like in a swarupa of very small amount of Chaitanya. He is coming and he is helping out them to get relief from the Asuras, or whatever the karyas given by the Parvati and Parameshwara, he is solving in such a way. So they both asked to Ganapati that please come in the form of Putra. So then Mahaganapati gave a vara that he will be formed in the form of from the Malina of Sri Uma. that means Shri Parvati in the form of Malina, that means mud. So in such a way, from her body, whatever the mala is formed, from that Mahaganapati will arrive. He given a great vara. So such that after some time, we all know the story of how the Mahaganapati came. Whenever Parvati Devi is getting going for the bath, she made a Swarupa of Shri, a putra in the form of an idol, where with her malina, that means with her mud, she made the Swarupa of a boy, and that child had taken the Swarupa of Mahaganapati. So such that we have the Nama Umangamalajaye Namaha. So that is the Swarupa of Shri Mahaganapati, where it states that Umangamalajaye Namaha. That means he came from the Swarupa of the Malina of Shri Parvati Devi. That is the Malina which is present in the mud of Shri Parvati Devi. From there he had come into the existence as the Putra of Parvati Parameshwara. Even before that, there are many Vrittantas. Mahaganapati is present in the Swarupa of Parabrahma Chaitanya, and even before this Srishti had come into the existence, he had given the Upadesha of Vakratunda Mahaganapati, Shadakshara Mahamantra to Brahma to create this whole universe. Before creating the universe also, there is a lot of vignas which were coming. So there to remove all those obstacles and the vignas, Mahaganapati had given the Upadesha of Vakratunda Shadakshari to Brahma, such that this Srishti was also come into the existence. However, these are all the Vrittantas which are present in the Mudgala Mahapurana, which is said to be the Upanishad Purana also. So it has the Lakshana of the Upanishad. So if you ask me a question that what is important, whether the Vedas or the Upanishads or the Bhashyas, or what is important, if you ask me, everything is important which is Pramana to the Veda. So if we want to tell a Purana of any of the Purana from the Ashtadasha Mahapuranas or the Upapuranas, so the thing which we need to put in our mind is that the Purana is related to Veda or not. We need to check that first of all. However, all the Puranas are given by the Vyasa Maharshi. So these are all the given by the Vyasa Maharshi to all of us. However, Vyasa Maharshi made all the Pramanas to the Veda only. So if one says that I studied Upanishads very well, such that I'll leave the Puranas, if anyone says, then that's a big mistake which is being confirmed by that person. That means here the Puranas, whatever we have, are the completely based on the Vedas only. So if you take the Ganesha Purana or the Mudgala Purana, these all are having the Upanishad saras. So whatever the Upanishads are trying to say, that is given in the form of the Purana, such that these Puranas can take us to the level to understand the Upanishads, and where this Upanishad Tattva can be realized by us. So what happens when we don't get into the Puranas, or if we leave the Upasana and if we directly jump into the Upanishads, there is a danger which will occur in such a way that we will leave all the karmas. So in the Mudgala Purana itself, there is a Vrittanta where Ravanasura does the Upasana of Shri Mahaganapati of the Dasakshara Mahamantra of Shri Mahaganapati, which is given by Narada Maharshi, and after some days, whenever he gets a Jnana and the Vairagya Bhava and all the Sampadas, whenever he he will leave all the mantra and he will say that Jnana Uttamam. So that means he says that, so if I am the Ganesha, if I am the Ganeshoham, then what is the necessary of all the pujas, archana, japas? Let us leave all the things. So such type of danger may occur if we don't put in our mind that Vedas and the Puranas are not related to the Vedanta Shastra. However, these Puranas also, whenever we try to decode these Puranas, it also has the same Lakshana of the Veda. Whatever the Vedas are trying to tell us, that Karmakanda, Brahmakanda, whatever it says, in the same way here the Karmakanda and Brahmakanda are being given by the Puranas. So that jnana we must keep in mind and do the worship of any of the Devata. So in such a way here we have many of the Vrittantas in the many of the Puranas, which states that Puranas are the basic sense or the basic knowledge which gives the completeness of the one's own upasana or worship or whatever the name you call it. So in such a way, such type of we should not enter into such type of danger zones. So that thing will be controlled by the Puranas. It always tries to restrict us restrict our jnana to get into the ajnana. So what the Purana does is, it never allows us to get into the ajnana. It tries to move us in the path of jnana only. So such type of lakshana is present in the Purana. So coming to the Bhaskara Raya's Mahabhashyam, which is of Kadhyota Mahabhashya of Sri Ganapati Sahasranama Stotra, here in the Ganapati Sahasranama Stotra we have the Palashruti iti Vainayakam Namnam Sahasram idamiritam idam brahme muhurte yahpatati pratyaham naraha karastam tasya sakalam aihika mushmikam sukham ayurarogyam aishwaryam dairyam shauryam balam yashaha medha prajna dhritih kantihi saubhagyam atirupata. So this is the Sahasranama Stotra of Sri Mahagadapati, and if one does the Archana or the Parayana of Sri Mahagadapati during the Brahmi Muhurta, then he has all the phalas of Aihika and Aihika Mushmikam Phalam. So whatever he want to get in his life, he'll get all the things which are required, and after the life whatever he needs, the mukti, both will be given by Sri Mahaganapati when one does the upasana of Sri Mahaganapati in the Brahmi Muhurta. So why the Brahmi Muhurta is very much important for the upasana of Sri Mahaganapati? So Ganesha is the Swarupa of Hamsaha. So that is a long discussion. If we raise the Swarupa of Mahaganapati in the form of Hamsa, let us try to simplify the answer how Mahaganapati is the Swarupa of Hamsa. So Shatsatantu Ganeshasya, we need to Shatsatantu Ganeshasya, we have to give the Uchvasa and the form of Nishvasa in the form of Prana Shakti to Mahaganapati for the 600 times, which is said to be the Ajapa. So every human being correctly he takes 21,600 times of breathe every day. So this Uchvasa and Nishvasa of 21,600 times is said to be the Ajapa. So that Ajapa is present in the form of Hamsa, in the form that can be attained by the 600 Uchvasa Nishvasas of one's own breath. If one does the upasana of Mahaganapati in the form of Uchvasa and Nishvasa, where the Prana Shakti is being evolved. So that has to be learned from the Guru, under the Gurumukha one has to learn that. So here whenever we don't do the Arpana of Sri Mahaganapati in the form of Ajapa of 600 times, then he becomes the Alpa, there will be Alpa Ayuhu. That means he can't have the Purna Ayu. That means here one has to do the Arpana of Sri Mahaganapati mantra in the form of 600 times of Uchvasa Nishvasa in the form of Ajapa, in the Mooladhara Chakra, in the Brahmi Muhurta, that too. So in the Brahmi Muhurta is related to Mahaganapati in most of the ways. So Hamsa is the Purusha and Soma is the Prakriti. So Prakriti Purushatmaka, we have Ham Saha. So this both, when we combine, it is said to be the Ajapa. So Brahmi Muhurta is very much important to Sri Mahaganapati. From the Suryodaya, the 40 minutes time whichever it is present is said to be the precious time for doing the Upasana of Sri Mahaganapati. So if one does the Sahasranama Parayana during the Brahmi Muhurta, then he will have all the Sukhas of Aihikam and the Ushmika Palas, like his mother as Mahatripura Sundari, Bhoga Moksha Sri Sundari Sadhaka Sevaka Pungavanam Bhogascha Mokshascha Karatrayeva. So Bhoga and the Moksha are both are given by the Sri Mahaganapati, same as Sri Mahatripura Sundari, because of he is the Shakti Putra. So he has the Sampurna Lakshana of Sri Mahatripura Sundari, whereas Subramanya, if you take, he has the Lakshana of his father. So here if you ask me a question, you are saying that the Mahaganapati's mother is Sri Mahatripura Sundari, and you are saying that before the Srishti only the Mahaganapati has existed, then how can you say that Mahaganapati's mother is Sri Mata or the Maharagni or Lalita? If you ask me a question that in the each and every kalpa there is a differentiation for the avatar of Mahaganapati, however he is the Chaitanya of that Parashakti only. So that Parashakti Sampurna Tattva Sarva Lakshana Lakshitaha is present in the Mahaganapati. So that's why he is the Swarupa of Sri Mahatripura Sundari only. Kameshwara Mukhaloka Kalpita Sri Ganeshwara is the Pramana for that. So Ayurarogyam Aishwaryam Dhairyam Shauryam Balam Yashaha. One gets the Ayuhu, Arogya, Aishwarya, Dhairya, Shaurya, Balaha, Yashaha, and everything he gets by the Mahaganapati Krupa. Medha Prajna Dhritik Kantihi Saubhagyam Atirupata. So one gets the improvement of one's own knowledge towards any of the Shastra they are doing the Adhyayana, and also the Kantihi. That means he gets a Kanti. Kantihi, that means he'll get a good fame, we can say. So from learning that type of Vidya, whatever he is learning, he gets a result from that Vidya for whatever he is doing the Adhyayana of that Shastra. Not only the fame, but also the Tattva, whatever he is doing the Upasana or the Adhyayana of that Shastra, he gets that result. So Saubhagyam Atirupata, he gets the Saubhagya and also the Atirupata. Satyam Daya Kshama Shantihi Dakshinyam Dharmasilata. So this is a very important one. One gets the Marga of Satya. So what is the Satya Marga? He'll get a knowledge in his mind that he need to speak only the Satya Vakyas which are very Pramana. So he shouldn't speak the Apramana Vakyas which are the Asatya. So he, and also what is Satya? Vidya is the Satya. From Vidya what we are learning is the Satya Swarupa we are going to achieve by the knowing the Vidya or by learning the Vidya. Such type of Vidya is learnt by the Satyavakyas. So whatever the Satya is present in that Vidya can be also attained. Daya. So for all the pranis, whoever it is, whatever are present, we will be very daya to them. So and also kshama shantihi, kshama guna is also an adbhuta guna, where it is also a very important quality one has to get in his or her own life. Because of kshama guna is very much important, because of whenever it's common for all to do the mistakes, but to do the kshama of that mistakes, it takes some courage to do that. So that courage is given by Mahaganapati, as said before, in the form of dhairya and also the shaurya. So here he gives the kshama shantihi. So whatever is required for this purusha is the shanti. First of all, each and every person in this world, whatever he tries to ask for the devata of any of the devatas, is that he wants some peace of mind. So peace is required for each and every person in this whole world. So that peace can be attained by the shanti. That shanti is given by Sri Mahaganapati, such that he can focus of any of the things whatever he want in the dharmic way. So shanti, dakshinyam, dharma shilata. So one gets in the form of dharma. So adharma, if one follows, no, it will completely throw him into the well of ajnana. So like a frog which is present in the well, it always it always gets roamed in that well only. In such a way, this fellow who has the ajnana will also say that I am the only person who is having the jnana. If anyone says, then he is in such a ajnana only. So except the great gurus, they avyakta mahadahankaraha, Kameshwari, Vajreshwari, Bhagamalinyo, Antastrikona, Devata. There is an Upanishad of Sri Mahatripurasundari Paradevata Lita Bhavanopanishad. In that Bhavanopanishad, they state an Adbhuta Vishaya that Avyakta Mahadahankara. If one has a Avyakta Mahadahankara, then it is a great quality. Then if he has an Ahankara, then it is an stupidity of quality, where if one says that he has the jnana of telling anything, then he is in completely the ajnana. So such type of ajnana can be removed by the Mahaganapati Anushtana or Sri Mahaganapati Krupa. So dharmashilata will be given. So by that jnana, he will move in the form of dharmic way only. He will try to make all the dharmic things. First of all, we have in the Chaturveda Purusharthas, we have Dharma, Artha, Kama and Kama Moksha, Chaturveda Purusharthas. So in the whenever Dharma is present, no, Artha Kamas are also related with the Dharma only. Whenever the Artha and the Kama is related with the Dharma, then automatically one gets the Moksha. So this thing we need to put in mind. If Artha and Kama is not related with the Dharma, no, then we don't know where this person goes into the stage where this fellow goes, or one goes to the stage where dharma is not present. So this need to be understood. So jagat samyamanam vishwa samvado vadapatavam sabha pandityam audaryam gambhiryam brahmavarchasam. Jagat samyamanam. So one will get a control on the world. So remember, that is his world. So what is my world, if you ask me? For each and every person, it is his indriyas, pancha jnana indriyas, pancha karma indriyas, and also the manaha, which is also the manas. So these all the chaitanya, these all the indriyas, whatever is present, if we were unable to control these indriyas, no, will completely fell into the deep well of ajnana. So here again Ganapati says that he'll get jagat samyamanam. That means whenever his indriyas are in one's own control, then he'll automatically do the jaya of this whole world, such that this whole world will be under their hands. So jagat samyamanam vishwa samvado vadapatavam sabha pandityam audaryam. This is a great word which is saying by the Ganapati. They get the sabha pandityam. That means to speak in the, most of the people they don't have a speaking skill, such that they are unable to explain the thought whatever they are trying to in the form of words. So Sabha Pandityam will be given by Sri Mahaganapati, and during the Sabha Pandityam also we have many of the Murkhas who will try to find out the mistakes in the Upanyasa whichever it is going on. So one has to realize that whatever the topic is being explained by the Pauranika or the any of the Guru or the anyone, one need to find the jnana in that, so not the mistakes. So if mistakes are present, then let us leave that to the feet of Mahatripura Sundari or Mahaganapati or whatever the Devata you call. But one has to realize a state that jnana is very much important, so that we shouldn't make focus on the mistakes of the people whatever they are saying. So let us leave it to the Paradevata, such that the Paradevata will give them the essence of that knowledge. So there will be people who says the apramana also. We need to do the khandana of them. So that is also very much necessary. If I say in this way, you may try to get a knowledge in another way, that so if any person is speaking in the ajnanic manner, ajnana, in the form of ajnana, and if we try to not stop him, then it will continue until his last breath. So one has to rectify the jnana whatever the other person is saying. So in such a way Sabha Pandityam will be given by Mahaganapati. Audaryam Gambhiryam Brahmavarchasam. So what is Brahmavarchasam? If one does the upasana of the Devata in a continuation way, or does the worship of the Devata, then it gives a great varchas to the person who is doing the upasana of that Devata, or doing the worship of that Devata, in the form of Brahmavarchasam, and Gambhiryam is present in that fellow. So Aunatyancha Kulam Sheelam Pratapo Viryamaryata. So he has the Aunatya, Aunatyancha Kulam Sheelam Pratapo Viryamaryata. Jnanam Vijnanamastikyam Stairyam Vishvatishayita Dhanadhanyabhivriddhischa Sagradascha Japad Bhaved Vashyam Chaturvidan Runam Japat Tasya Prajayate Rajnyo Raja Kalatrasya Rajaputrasya Mantrinaha Japyate Yasya Vasyartham Sadasastasya Jayate Dharmartha Kama Mokshanam Anayesena Sadhanam Sakini Dakini Raksho Yakshoragabhayapaham Samrajya Sukadanchaiva Samasta Ripumardhanam. So one gets the abhivriddhi of dhana and dhanya, and jnana vishvatishayata. That means vishvatishayata. He'll get a jnana where he can control all the people by his jnana only. So if you take the Shankaracharya, Shankara Bhagavatpada, Jagadguru, he controlled all the world by his upasana shakti or the tapobala or his worship to the Devata or the Parabrahma Chaitanya, what he had done the upasana. So in such a way, one gets such a stage where one can control the whole world by their jnana, by the grace of Sri Mahaganapati. So Dhanadhanya Vivriddhis Sakradasya Japat Bhavet Vashyam Chaturvidan Runam Japatasya Prajayate. So if one does the Parayana of Sri Mahaganapati Sahasranama Stotra, then he gets these Chaturvida Purusharthas, and also if one does the Vashikarana of Raja and the Rajaputra, then these fellows will be completely in the control of the Upasaka of Mahaganapati. That means Rajnyo Rajaputrasya Mantrinaha. That means in the olden days, however, we used to have all the kingdoms and all. So we have the Asthana Vidwans for those Pithas also. So whenever these Asthana Vidwans are present, whenever they do the Upasana of Shri Mahaganapati and they give the blessings to the family of the Raja or the king, then if one tries to do that for the development of that Rajya or the development of the kingdom, if one does the Vashikarana to that Raja, then Japyate Yasya Vasyardham. That means here don't take the Vashikarana in a wrong way. That means they will be in the control of the Upasaka, where they can perform all the dharmic rituals, not for the adharmic rituals and all. So Raja Putrasya Mantrinaha. So if the Mantri Varga and everything is present, one does the Upasana of Shri Mahaganapati Sahasranama Stotra. So then how can we use this Sahasranama Stotra? If we have any problems related to Karyalaya Vargas or any of the office related problems, no, then if we do the Parayana of Shri Mahaganapati Sahasranama Stotra, then all these things will come into our control. That means it will be in a proper way where we can control all the things in a proper manner. So Sadasas Tasya Jayate, they will be in the control of the Upasaka of Shri Mahaganapati, or one who does the Parayana of this Sahasranama Stotra, Dharmartha Kama Mokshanam Anayasena Sadhanam. So there will be not much effort required for the Dharmartha Kama Mokshas, then one can get easily of the Dharmartha Kama Mokshas. Shakini, Dakini, Raksho, Yaksho, Raga, Bayapaham, Samrajya Sukhadanchaiva, Samasta Ripu Mardhanam. So there are some of the Dushtagrahas or the Dushtagrahas which are present. So such type of Dushtagrahas can be removed by the Parayana of Shri Mahaganapati. If you see the small children, they would cry in the midnights unnecessarily. We don't know why they are crying, but there are some of the Dushtagrahas which are doing the Pidana of those Balakas during that time, where we can't find them, but they will feel the irritation of those Dushtagrahas, such that can be removed if at all, if any of the people are facing such type of trouble, no? Or else one may feel that uneasiness or whatever the avalakshanas are present, that can be removed by this Sahasranama Stotra Parayana. So Samrajya Sukadanchaiva Samasta Ripumardhanam, it will give the Samasta Samrajya Siddhi. That means a greater Aishwarya and also the Bhoga Mokshas. Chaiva Samasta Ripumardhanam, all the Antashatruhu will be removed. Samasta Kalahadvamsi Dagdha Bija Prarohanam. So all the kalahas, whatever the present, for example, if I have an enmity between any of the people in the Sangha or in the society, that type of kalahas can be removed by doing the Parayana of Shri Mahaganapati. That means without your intention also, sometimes there may be fights which will be happened in the society. If such type of troubles are present, then if we do the Parayana of Shri Ganapati Sahasranama Stotra, then one can remove all the obstacles which are present in the form of kalahas. So Dagdha Bija Prarohanam. So to get the Santana Siddhi, there are some of the Dagdha Bijas which are present in our body. They won't allow us to get a good Santana Bhagya. If one is not getting, then it is due to these Dagdha Bijas. So in the Saptadhatus itself it is present. So that such type of troubles can be removed by Shri Mahaganapati. and he gives a Santana because of he is also the Putra Ganapati or the Santana Ganapati. So he gives a good Santana and removes all the Dagdha Bijas which are present unnecessarily in our body. Duswapna Nashanam Kriddha Swami Chitta Prasadanam. So Duswapnas can be removed by the doing the Parayana of Sri Ganapati Sahasranama Stotra. How it is possible? In the Sahasranama Stotra itself, we have a Nama that Duswapna Hritaya Namaha. If we have Durnimitta Hritaya Namaha. So in the Sahasranama itself, he says the Falashriti. The Sahasranama Stotra is a great stotra which is coming from the Mahaganapati himself as the Rishi. So there are many Guru Swarupas of Mahaganapati where Buddha Shri Mahaganapati, Surya Shri Mahaganapati, Veera Shri Mahaganapati. In such a way, until our Shri Guru, there are many Divyauga, Siddhauga, Manavauga Guru Mandalas. So where he is the Swarupa of all those Guru Mandalas in the Swarupa of Mahaganapati Mantra. So here I think we have understood this Nama of Duswapna Nashanam. So any of the dreams, in the dreams where whatever the troubles we are facing, we can't even have a good sleep, no? So such type of unwanted disturbances can be removed by doing the Sahasranama Parayana. Kriddha Swami Chitta Prasadanam. So such that Ganapati will be pleased by the Sahasranama Stotra. Shatkarmashta Mahasiddhi Trikala Jnana Sadhanam. So to do all the Shatkarmas. So what are the Shatkarmas, if you ask me? Then from the starting of whatever the Gurus say in the form of Shatkarmas, from there to until the end of Shatkarma, then the Shatkarmashta Mahasiddhi. So all can be attained by the Mahaganapati Trikala Jnana Sadhanam. So one gets a Trikala Jnana also. That means if you ask me a question that will Ganapati really give me the Trikala Jnana? If you ask me, yes. If you do the Upasana properly in a good way as guided by the Guru, and where the Devata, Mantra and the Atma, these are all not different. So if one does such a state, then one can attain all these phalitas, all the phalas as said by the Mahaganapati. Why? If we try to point out these are all not the great points, if one tries to point out that these are all not possible, if anyone thinks no, then he is again into the well of Ajnana only. Because of these are the words which are saying by Mahaganapati. One should not point that the Purana, these phalas can't be given. One shouldn't have a doubt in oneself. So it is a very toughest job that to stay undoubtedly is very much different, very much what we call to get without doubt is very much tough. So in such a way, so here Trikala Jnana Sadhanam is also possible. So because of Ganapati himself is only saying, so if Ganapati says no, we need to listen. So Parakritya Prashamanam Parachakra Vimardhanam. So if one does any of the Kritya Prayogas, so whatever the Krityas are present, we will do our work, but somehow there will be the fellows who are completely filled with the stupidity and does all the Krityas, whatever they have in their hands and whatever they don't know also, they will try to open the books and do all the karmas which are not necessary and which won't give them any of the things of Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, but still they try to do for their sake only. Like there is a saying in Telugu that whatever the way you try to put the dog's tail straight, no, it will completely again round off. So in the same way, the buddhi of doing the parakrityas also is the same thing. So such type of any of the kritya is happened if one has a doubt, no. If one does the Sahasranama Stotra Parayana, then Ganapati will stay as the Rakshaka of that fellow. So imagine, there is an elephant protecting you from all the troubles. So if one is ready to fight with an elephant, then he is really a great yogi, because of it's not at all easy to fight with an elephant. So if it gets anger, no, it will throw out. For example, you can open the YouTube and simply find the videos how an elephant kicks out all the people. Sometimes whenever it gets anger. So if one elephant is such stronger, then imagine Ganapati. So he is equivalent to 7 crore elephants. That means he has the Shakti of those many elephants. If he tries to stand within the Upasaka or the worshipper of Sri Mahaganapati, then whatever the troubles is present, he will throw away by his tusk. So that one has to put in mind. So and also the Parachakra Vimardhanam. So all the Parachakras are also done the Samhara of Sri Mahaganapati. Sangramarange Sarvesham Idamekam Jayavaham Sarva Vandhyatva Doshagnam Garbha Rakshaika Karakam. So in the Sangrama or the Sangramarange, in the Yuddhas, or you can take it in the society also. So if we have any of the kalahas in the, as said before, in the Sangramarange Sarvesham Idamekam Jayavaham. So for example, if one is trying to get a job, but there are obstacles which are stopping for him. So in our knowledge, I am trying to explain this in a simple manner, because of I don't want to prolong the nama such that we can't understand. So I am trying to simplify it. So if you have any problem related to the job or anything, if one has the capability of doing the Sahasranama Stotra Parayana, then he'll get removed all the obstacles and he'll get into a good job. Then if you ask me a question again, that is Sahasranama Stotra is only for the getting the job, if you ask me, that's not for the job, but we can use for that also. That means these are all the prayoga vidhis of the mantra. So let us say you have learnt how to play cricket. Let us say there are many styles to hit a ball with the bat which are present in our hand. In the same way, so here also there are many of the prayoga vidhis given by the rishis. To any of the way we can use it. So in the dharmic way only we need to put this in mind. In the dharma pravritti, janami dharmam nachame pravrittihi, janamya dharmam nachame nivrittihi. So one has to put in mind that he has to follow our dharma. So in the same way, he gets the jaya, that means he gets the success in the sangrama also. If there are lawyers, no, they are unable to defeat the other person, even though the dharma is present in their side. So if one does the Sahasranama Parayana and informs to Ganapati that Ganapati, please try to protect me, such that I need to win this case in the form of dharma, where dharma need to get stand by. If one has such a great ideology towards his passion or his duty, so Yadevi Sarvabhuteshu Vritti Rupena Samstita, whatever the Vritti you take, no, that is the Swarupa of Mahatripura Sundari. So, or the Paradevata or Ganapati or whatever you say. So this is the greatness of our rishis, that we need to respect our duty whatever we are doing. So that duty's respect is also explained by our rishis, that if you have any trouble during your duty also, come to us and we will give the phalitas, is said by the Ganapati. So Sarva Vandhyatva Doshagnam. So if you see, no, most of the ladies, whenever they are carrying the garbha, they will have an impotency such that the garbha will be spoiled and the garbha will be spoiled. So such that there will be no child for them, so there will be no babies for them. So if there are any such type of troubles are also present, garbha will be that garbha will be attained by the Rakshana of Sri Mahaganapati. See how Mahaganapati is Karuna is present towards us. So whatever the person need in his whole life, until the from the birth to the end of his life, whatever the things are present, all the sustainability is given by Mahaganapati only. So that is the greatness of Ganapati. One need to understand that Ganapati means not only a small devata. Ganapati is the devata of the Sakshat Parabrahma Chaitanya, so that he is in such a state where he can give all the bhogas which are required by the worshipper, and also at the last he gives the moksha samrajya siddhi also. So patyate pratyaham yatra stotram ganapateridam deshe tatra nadurбhiksham itayo duritani cha. So whoever does the Sahasranama Stotra Bhashya, then in that deshe tatra nadurбhiksham itayo duritani cha, then in that desha, no, there won't be any of the durbhikshas. That means what are the durbhikshas? There are people who will die with hunger in the desha. So if one tries to do the Sahasranama Stotra, no, nearby that area there won't be any of the durbhikshas, where the scarcity of rains or the water or the deaths related to the hunger, these all can be removed by the doing the Parayana of Mahaganapati. There they get all the in Sakala only they will get the Varuna Anugraham, that means the rains, and also the agricultural lands, and also what we call, there won't be any of the hunger deaths related to the hunger. So that is also a durbhiksha. So we are, however, in the Bharataganda we are facing such type of troubles even now. So if there are people who are interested, no, they can also put this as a sankalpa, such that each and every fellow of this desha need to be in a place where nobody need to find their way, that they are dying by the hunger. So one has to make this in their sankalpa also, because of durbhiksha should be removed. Because of we must be grateful to the rishis, because of they have given a great knowledge. In any of the country we don't have such a knowledge which were given by the rishis. Now the people from the other countries are also listening. I know that there are people who are listening from the other countries and also doing the worship of Sri Mahaganapati. Really, I bow my hands to all the people who are listening out there, because of English is a language where I never thought that I would give a bhashyam in the English language, because of if you ask me, I'm very much poorer in the language of English, but still there are people who are listening from the other countries, and they are trying to find whatever the tattva is given by the rishis. So for the sake of the other people also, by the platform of this platform, by the grace of Mahaganapati, if there are any doshas related to my speaking skills also, please don't stick this to your minds, and I'll try to come up with an essence where you can all understand the essence of Sri Mahaganapati Sahasranama Stotram in all my way, which was given my Shri Guru. So those all the things will be controlled by me, by the grace of my Sri Mahaganapati. So here whatever I am trying to explain is, so please try to put this in mind, that there should not be any of the durbhikshas in any of the deshas while we are worshipping the Mahaganapati or any of the devata. Natadgraham jahati shrir atrayam patyate stavah kshay kushta prameharsho bhagandara visuchikaha. So if one has the Ganapati Sahasranama Stotra in one's own home, no, then he will be completely attained by all the Siri Sampadas. That means he will have all the Mahalakshmi Anugraham in such a way where the Mahalakshmi will pour all his Anugraha, all her Anugraha like a Kanakadhara to the worshipper of Mahaganapati, because of he is the one who gave the Vara to Mahalakshmi also. So there are any of the Kshaya, Krishta, Prameharsho, Bhagandara, Visuchikaha. So if there are any of the tuberculosis or any of the related to the Sharirika Sambandita, like which are related to the body also, if there are any of the troubles we are facing, like the illness or anything, that can be removed by the doing the upasana of Mahaganapati. See the power of Sri Mahaganapati, where he can give from the simple uh, a simple thing to the moksha, and also he can give the health in a proper way to remove all the illness or the dirghakalika vyadis, that means which are present for a over long period of time. If we are facing with any of the uh, illness, no, so by the grace of Ganapati one can remove such type of problems. So gulmam plihanam ashmanam atisaram mahodaram kasam swasam udavartam shula sophadi sambhavam. So these are the different type of rogas which are present in one's own sharira. These all can be removed by the doing the parayana of Sri Mahaganapati. Shirorogam vamimhikkam gandamala marochakam vata pittaka phadvanda tridosha janitajvaram. So there are many of the jvaras: ekahika, dvyahika, trahika, chaturdhika, masika, shanmasika, samvatsarika, ardhamasika, masika, dvimasika, trimasika, shanmasika. There are many of the jvaras which are present. These all the jvaras can be done samhara by the doing the Sahasranama Stotra Bhashya, by the doing the Sahasranama Stotra Parayana. So आगन्तुं विषमं शीतम् उष्णं चैक एकादिकादिकम् इत्याद्युक्तमनुक्तं वा रोगं दोषादिसम्भवं सर्वं प्रशमयत्यास्य स्तोत्रस्यास्य सकृज्जपः सकृत्पाठेन संसिद्धस्त्रीसूत्रपतिरैरपि सहस्रनाममन्त्रोऽयं जपितव्यशुभाप्तये महागणपतेः प्रोक्तं महागणपतेः स्तोत्रं सकामः प्रजपन्निदम्. So all the illnesses or all the unhealth which is present can be removed by the Mahaganapati. If one has the any of the illnesses which they are facing from the long time, then one can remove such type of illnesses by doing the Sahasranama Parayana or by taking the help of Upasakas. So they can, one, if one does the Parayana of Sri Mahaganapati Sahasranama Stotra, then all that unhealth and whatever the illness is present, that can be removed. And also so anyone can do the Parayana of Sri Mahaganapati. Even if you ask me, can women do the Parayana of Ganapati Sahasranama Stotra? Of course they can do. So anyone can also do the, even they are the children or the women or anyone, they can do the Sahasranama Stotra Parayana. Then he gets all the Shubhas, that means all the Mangalas. So if you watch the face of Mahaganapati only, he is one who gives all the Mangalas. If you Lakshmi Sthana is present in the Swarupa of Hasti Mukham. So Pranavaswarupa Vakratundam. So that is a very great Pranavaswarupa Vakratundam is said in the coming lectures also. So by the grace of Mahaganapati, by the those things in the coming Upanyasas also, where here Mahaganapati Stotram Sakamah Prajapannidam Ichitan Sakalan Bhogan Upabhujyeha Parthivan Manor So if one does the Sahasranama Parayana, then he'll get all the Mangalas, and also who does the Kamas. That means here, if one has the uh, Korika, that means all the Vanchas, if one has to such a type of Upasana, then he'll get all the uh, given by the Mahaganapati. So Mahaganapati himself is saying that please don't shut your mouths, where you can follow all the Satyam, Daya, Kshama, Shanti, all the Phalita of the Chaturveda Purusharthas also. So Manoratha Palair Divye Vyomayaner Manoramai, attained by the Mahaganapati Upasana or the Mahaganapati Sahasranamasto. Upendra Brahmasharvad Satmasu Kamarupik Kamagatihi Kamato Vicharanniha Bhuktva Depsitan Bhogan Abishtan Sahabantu Priyaha. So here Mahaganapati is saying that Chandrendra Bhaskaropendra Brahmas. So what Kamarupa Kamagatihi Kamato Vicharanniha. So he'll get all the one does the Upasana of Sri Mahaganapati in the form of Vanchas. So because of Ganapati, Triyakshara Ganapati, Kshipra Ganapati, Kshipra Prasadana Ganapati, Taruna Ganapati, Veera Ganapati, Nritya Ganapati, Natya Ganapati, Heramba Ganapati, Mahaganapati, Siddhalakshmi, Vallabha Mahaganapati, or Lakshmi Ganapati, Heramba Ganapati, Swarupas in the Mantra Shastra, which were explained by which are the great Swarupas of Sri. Apart from this, we have in the Kasi Kshetra more than 50 plus kshetras are present in the Varanasi. No, then try to visit all the kshetras which are present of related to Ganapati in the Varanasi. However, till Kasi, but I was unable to get the time to find all these kshetras. So, if there are any people who are going to Varanasi, Mahaganapati Tattva is completely present in the kshetras of Mahaganapati over there. Chitan Sakalan Bhogan, so Bhuktva Idepsitan Bhogan Abhishtan Sahabandubhi. So he'll get a stage where the relatives are also very much bhagya, because of it is not an easy task to that to stay with all the enjoy with the relatives, because of it's not a it's not an easy task because of obstacles in one's own mind or the in the other mind also. If there is any of the dushta buddhi present, one can abhishtan sahabandhubihi. So whoever the bandhus are present with that fellow, then uh, all the bhukti with all these relatives also. Ganesha uh, getting love towards the Ganapati, no, then he will be the fellow because of what we think is what we become. So in the same way, if one thinks of Mahaganapati, Ganapati will get the Swarupa of Ganeshoham Natra Samsayah. So I am the Swarupa of Mahaganapati given by Sri Mahaganapati, that is said to be the Swaananda Loka. So that is the Nivas of Sri Siddhalakshmi Sahita Vallabha Mahaganapati. So that is the Ananda नन्दीश्वरादिसानन्दे नन्दितः सकलैर्गणैः शिवाभ्यां कृपया पुत्र निर्विशेषञ्च लालितः. If one does the upasana of Ganapati in a very lovable way, no, then that fellow will be in a stage at the Parvati Parameshwara, that how Ganesha is treated by the Parvati Parameshwaras, in such a way Ganesha Bhaktas are also treated in the Kailasa by the Parvati Parameshwara as their putras. So what is required for a jiva if he gets that stage in the form of putra to the Parvati and Parameshwara? That is the ananda of Nandi. So Nandishwara, if you see, no, Nandi has such type of ananda. So even the Mushaka also has this type of ananda. For the Shanmukha, if we watch the Mayura, that Mayura has such type of ananda. If we watch the Durga, for that Durga Parameshwari, the lion, whichever the Simha Vahini, that Simha has such type of Brahmananda. So these all the animals, if you watch, no, under the these devatas, those are nothing but our manas. So our antarlina chaitanya is the swarupa of those either the mushika or the simha or the mayura or the nandi, whatever you call, because of whenever our manas is completely devoted to that mahagadapati or the devatas, so then it becomes the swarupa of that devata, and then we get an ananda of such a stage by the nandi or the mushika or the Simha or the Mayura. So such type of Divyatva can be attained by the Krupa of Sri Mahaganapati. So let us try to find decode the all the namas in the coming lectures. So if there are any mistakes in the Pramana also, I kindly request that please don't take the apramanik vakya. So if there are any pramana vakyas, please try to receive all the statements which were given by the Vakshakti of Sri Mahaganapati. Sarvam Sri Sadguru Divya Charanaravindar Panamastu. Hari Om Tat Sat.